Hi, it's Josie, and today I'd like to show you how your groundwork moves on into your ridden work. This is Rihanna. Rihanna's come back into work after 2.5 years off to have a baby. So she's had 2 rides only, both of those in the round yard. The first ride was just a walk and a bend and making sure I could keep her thoughts with me. And the second ride was a walk and a trot with the same goals, that I could keep her thinking with me and she could follow my aids. So your groundwork explains to your horses what the aids are, because if he doesn't know what pulling on the left rein means, how is he actually going to do what you're asking him? So to me, I've taught this mare on the ground that if I do this, pick my rein up, she should just bend like that. There should be no movement. How many of you can pick up the rein on your horse and bend them and not have them walk off? Because the rein is not a go forward aid. The rein is a bending aid. It's to do with head, neck and shoulders, okay? So you teach the horse that from the ground, and then when you get up here, you can do it. No intention. Good girl. Good girl. Pick up my intention to pick up the rein and bend her, run down. I already have the intention. Ask her to come this way. Good. What a good girl. Swap sides. Running my fingers down with intention, and she's already coming around to me. Good girl. Good girl. Also, from your groundwork, you've taught your horse to move its hind end off of your pressure, so that I can do this. I can just bend her nose a little bit. Actually, I'll go this way. Put my left leg on, and Rihanna steps over with her left hind. Good girl. She can come this way too. I'll put my right leg on now, and over she moves. So how does that work? You must teach your horse that from the ground first. I'm just going to stand here, and I've got no intention in my body. I'm going to pick up my intention, and I've got my thoughts. I want that right foot there, her left, sorry, my right, her left foot to pick up, and I want it to step in front of the left hind. But if she doesn't understand what I'm asking, even if she just picked up that left foot, I would reward that to start with. You have to build somewhere, and if you think about it, for her to do that, it actually starts with her thinking about picking up that foot. So I'm going to pick my intention up, I'm going to put my energy on her, I'm going to use the back of my hand where my leg will go. I'm just touching the hair, I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm releasing. So I released when the left foot came off the ground, not the right foot. She moved the right foot first. I'm aware, licking a chew. If I want my horse to go forward, she knows from a click and a couple of touches that 2 legs on means go forward. In the very beginning, you should not mix your aids with your green horse, okay? You should not use your reins and your legs together. They won't understand it. They'll be confused. So there's only leg or only rein, and when I want this mare to stop, in the very early days I bend my horses to a stop, but when they're a little bit further along, I just touched my rein, I picked them up, I touched her mouth. The minute she stopped, I let go of her mouth. The release of the pressure tells the horse that it's done the right thing. That is how horses learn. Yes, they learn from positive reinforcement as well, but they learn a lot in their life from negative reinforcement. When I want her to go, I close my 2 legs and off she goes. It was just literally a touch. So let me show you how I teach the horse to stop in the beginning. So I reach down, I take my rein, I bend my horse, my hand always goes to my back pocket, never in front of my hip. I sit back. When she stops and my rein is soft, I let go. If she was to spin around in circles, I would sit there until she stopped and relaxed, and then I would let go. She has learnt this from the groundwork we've done. This is why groundwork is so important. That was a touch to get her to go. Turning the horse. Turning the horse is literally, on a green horse, is an open rein, close. Open rein, put your rein back. Open your rein, put your rein back. Open your rein, put your rein back. It's how they learn to turn a circle. So your circles on your green horse are not very circular quite often. They are a little bit like you're riding a drunk. All right, 2 reins are going to ask her to stop, but I've got no leg. Good girl. And as I know she's going to stop, I release it. Moving the shoulders. Now, this was something I found really difficult to do when I was first learning to do this. It was the thing that I honestly found the hardest. And because I had to work through it, it's actually probably one of the things I find the easiest now. But the horse as well learns this from the groundwork before we go into the saddle. And so once I'm up on the saddle, remember this is only this girl, sorry, it's her 3rd ride, but I can open this rein and ask her to move her shoulders to the right. I can ask her to move her shoulders to the left. Very good girl. So I'm going to leave that bit there now, and we're going to move the shoulders. So I want the shoulders to go that way. That's it. That right front foot actually stepped out and across. She did spook away from the flag. Now she's got some tension, a little tiny bit of tension on that rope. I'm just holding it until she lets go. She can let go by dropping her head, which will also help her with her relaxation. I've got my little arm tucked in so I don't pull, but there is tension on that rope. You can see it. That, good. Now I did close my ring finger ever so slightly to just increase the pressure, just to point it out to her that it was there. Let's see if she'll go this way. There, good. There, good. Good girl. Good girl. Hey, good girl. All right, going to do that the other way now. Get in the spot where I need to be and walking towards that way, not that way, not that way, but where I want her shoulders to go. So if I want her front foot to come out here, which is where I would like, from this side, that's the area I'm walking towards and aiming towards. So I take her head that way. Good. I can ask her to move her haunches to the left, to the right, pardon me, and I can ask her to move them to the left. That is all from the groundwork that I have done with her. So groundwork, is vitally important for you to understand how to teach your horse the aids. Now, if you're having trouble with your horse, even if he's 10 years old, I would bet that if you went back to the basics of the groundwork, you would find where the problem is. So groundwork is always there to help you find where the issue is and then to work through it. It helps the horse with clarity, and a horse that is clear and understands what's expected of him is a horse that's very relaxed and happy in his work. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.